What's going on, guys? Nathan with Technology Smash, back with another video. And today this is going to be kind of like a free-form video. I don't have any scripting or anything like that. I just wanted to talk about the Samsung Galaxy S7 that I just picked up that I have posted an unboxing for. So this is the fully unlocked version from Samsung directly. This is not carrier branded in any way. So this one is pretty expensive straight out. The phone still runs. I think I picked it up for $669, so after tax it was over $700. So it's definitely not cheap. It is definitely, from what I can say so far, worth the price. If there's any phone that's kind of close to that price, maybe a little bit less, that you are considering this as an option, I say you should consider it, definitely. So I kind of got it because in the past, several months, maybe half a year or so, I've noticed more and more that it's become kind of annoying for me personally to have a bigger phone. So this size is definitely manageable for me. I have very big hands, so I used to like big phones, but in things like when you're changing music or when you're trying to text with one hand or just whatever you're trying to do, it's nice to have that reachability to the top corners without, the phone sliding out of your hand or doing something strange. So, sorry about the lighting here too. I'm trying to get that worked on directly above me. So, anyways, the phone itself, like I said, it's pretty similar to the iPhone in size. It is bigger, definitely, but they're close if you want to put them in the same type of category. 4.7 inches for the iPhone, 5.1 for the S7. So it is a little bit bigger, but they do a lot more with their bezels. As you can see, the side, that might not be a great indicator. If I pull open the apps, you can see the white kind of goes to the sides. And on the iPhone, they have that giant chin and I guess forehead, you'd call it, at the top. And then the side bezels aren't that small either. So not knocking the iPhone in any way, I'm just saying their bezels are not the best. So a couple of things I wanted to go through that I really like about this phone, and then maybe some things that I don't like, which honestly aren't that many. So I've always kind of been a Samsung hater, I guess, for the past couple of years at least. Every time I got a Samsung phone, when it was TouchWiz, when they still mainly referred to it as that or called it that, I would be in love with the phone for the first few days, and then, or weeks I guess probably, and then that would fall off pretty quickly. It would start to lag, it would stutter, there would be some weird problems with it, the software wasn't great, the TouchWiz UI was super ugly, and I kind of swore off Samsung phones after that. So the Note 4 was like the last one I had. It was kind of the last straw for me. I just didn't like it. At first I loved it, and like I said, the honeymoon phase kind of wore off. In the past couple of years, they've updated TouchWiz, they've changed a lot of things, they took away a lot of duplicate apps and stuff like that. Now the carrier versions are still very bloaty. The AT&T version that I'm on AT&T but I refuse to get has a bunch of crazy apps in it, has the big ugly AT&T logo on the back here. I think for some reason it's already kind of bad enough that that's there. The Samsung or the Galaxy S7, if that was missing, I think it would look a lot cleaner like that. Just an opinion, you might not feel that way, you might like it. I wish the Samsung logo on the front was also not there. I really prefer if the whole face was just kind of brandless, but that's okay. I can throw a D-brand skin on the back, but on the front, never been a fan of that. Don't even know why they sell them that way. I don't know who uses theirs like that. If you guys do, leave me a comment below telling me if it's nice or if you like it like that. I just feel like it would be strange. Anyway, so a couple of things about this phone. The screen is insane. It's amazing. Being that smaller screen, you have a denser PPI, or you should, I believe. Hope I'm not quoting or saying that wrong, but the Quad HD screen on here looks incredible. It's Very, very nice. It gets very, very bright. I had to turn it down because of the video. But it looks great. It's never washed out. It's just, Samsung makes the best panels on the market. I think everybody pretty much knows that at this point. The Note 7 actually has the best screen of any phone that's ever come out. I think that was like a Consumer Reports report that just came out the other day. So, great screen, amazing. Waterproofing, so useful that you don't really think about. The first night I got this, I was talking to my wife in the kitchen and we were doing the dishes, and I pulled it out of my pocket and I put it under the water on purpose, and she's, "What are you doing?" Well, it's waterproof. So we'll say water resistant, but it's waterproof, I believe, 5 feet up to 30 minutes. So that's a long time, and it's a pretty good depth. You know, it's pretty far, like most size swimming pools, you know, up to a certain point. So great feature. If you have kids, if you're, you know, out at the pool, if you want to take it in the shower, whatever it is, you can do that. I don't know how steam and things affects the speaker and stuff like that, but for the most part, you can do it more than you could with any other phone. Love that, great feature. Another thing, these buttons on the side, power, sleep, wake, and volume, super tactile, you can hear. They're just very satisfying to click and press, so any case pretty much has that same feel. Feels great in the hand. Love the click. So another thing that I like is just how fluid it is, and I know Samsung phones of the past did not really have this. This has to just go into technology, then making it better, it getting more advanced. You know, the new processors, Samsung always has like this little bit of lag to it. I haven't really noticed it on this phone. Some other people have said they have just a tiny bit of reviews, but very, very fluid and smooth for me. I have the Google Now launcher on here, as you can see, and I've made it look as close to stock as I can. I actually do use the Samsung messaging app because I actually like it. I usually use the Google Messenger, but I decided to change it up, and I'm really liking it so far. So another thing is themes now. So you can see this doesn't look like the TouchWiz of old. It looks like the colors of stock Android. Now the pull down is not stock. It's stock Samsung, but even in the settings here, this is a dark mode, but look at that. It looks so much better than all the colors and like kitty nonsense that it used to look like before, just bubbly. You know what I'm talking about if you know anything about the Samsung phones, or if you still have an old one. Just not good looking to the eye, to me. Another thing, expandable storage. So on this phone, you can throw in up to 200 gig memory card right here. It's in a tray along with the SIM card, so it's the same slot, and you can put it right in there. Great, awesome. They only sell 32 as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong. So that's your only option on what to pick up, but that's okay because you can expand it. So good there. Headphone jack on the bottom. That's big for me. I don't know if it is for you, but it is for me. I really like to have it there because when I put my phone in my pocket, it goes this direction and it goes down. So when I pick it up, it comes this way and turns out. I don't pull it up straight and then like kind of adjust it again. I come in like a natural motion. So on the bottom's great because if you have headphones on and it's in your pocket, you want it to come that direction. Some people might do it this way, that's fine. But I also find when I'm holding it, if I have it with the headphones on, if it's down here, it goes this direction, it's out of your way. If it's up top, I notice a lot of times it's like over the screen or just coming over the top straight at you, and that's just uncomfortable for me. And annoying, so I really appreciate the bottom. It's a huge factor for me. So the back of this phone as well is rounded at both sides, so when you hold it, it's so natural. And I got to hold the Note 7 the other day, and the front does that as well. That is without a doubt the most comfortable phone I've ever held. It has literally no bezels on the sides, so this kind of is half of what the Note is. On the back sides, it rounds off into your hand, and the front does too on the Note. So this one, the front does not. It's kind of a flat panel here. It does curve at the edges, very, very edge, but not like the Note 7 or the S7 Edge. So yeah, it feels great in the hand. So looks really cool. Fingerprint magnet, like I said in the last video, you can see that there's no way to avoid that. But when you're using it, you really don't notice. I'm going to be using this guy without a case, so yeah, I always get like a square trade warranty or a dbrand skin too, just to kind of back up with that. I don't really drop anything or drop the phones. I mean, I have like everybody, but hopefully we'll be good with this one. It's just too nice to put a case on it for me. I just can't do it. So I will have a case though for when I go to certain places, like let's say vacation, or just, you know, sometimes in the car with basketball shorts it can slide out, and I don't want that to happen. That's the number one time it happens for me, is like if it's in between my legs in the car or in a pocket that's loose like that and it kind of slips out and falls. So a couple of things, you know, the cameras are great. The front facing camera has like a panoramic selfie version, which is really cool. So you kind of hold it like this and then you kind of angle back and forth to get like a wider shot. So that's a really cool feature. There's a lot of great camera features in here. The double tap to open the camera, great feature. So it can be anywhere, the phone can be off, and just 2 presses and you can see how quick, and a photo immediately. So very, very quick. That's kind of one thing you run into with Android phones, is the cameras don't seem to be up to par with the iPhones, but that is no longer the case. So, you know, they're both quick, they're both great. This one takes amazing shots. I haven't taken a lot of low light pictures, which I'd like to do, but alright, so all around, this is one of, if not my favorite phone I've ever tried. There's just so many great features packed into here. The package itself is great. The size for me is perfect if you're somebody who doesn't want a big phone but still want a relatively good size. So a lot of benefits to this. I really only have a couple of complaints, and they're not even that big. So the speaker on the bottom, not super awesome, not the worst one I've ever used, but because of the waterproofing is what I've heard and been told and learned, the sound is a little bit muffled. It's not too bad for me, you know, it's really not that big of a deal. Second thing, this is really nitpicky and you might think I'm weird, but I like when the micro USB charging port is facing the other direction. When the bigger flat side is screen side. I don't know why. Not in any way a big deal. That's one thing, because I can't pick anything out about this phone that I don't like, honestly. Besides probably this, the Fingerprint Scanner is not the best one I've used. It's not as fast as other ones I've used. I'm making myself look stupid because it's fast here, but like it'll be sitting in my wireless charger, like the tilt charger, and it'll be at this angle, and I'll try to put like my fingertip on it or like the side of my finger, and it just won't read. My iPhone does pretty much every time. Again, it's not a deal breaker in any way, but I wish it were a little better. It might be because of the size of the button. It's kind of skinny at the width, and you know, the iPhone goes in this big round circle, so that could be part of it. But yeah, I mean, besides that, there's not a lot that I don't like about it. It's a great phone. So if you've been thinking about it, you know, play with one, pick it up, just see how you feel about it. Another thing too, this camera hump is like almost not there anymore, so that's great. I love that they accented the outside of that with a darker, like a black, and same with the button, so it's not like a highlighted ugly piece with the silver around the outside. And then you can also, you know, use VR with your phone, so that's great. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions for me, please feel free to leave them down below. I'm going to try to be doing more review videos like this too, just kind of free form talking. If you guys have any questions too, please let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks.